Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Body Mind Healing. My name is Maria Sanchez. I am a holistic health consultant, a family nurse practitioner, a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, and a doctor in nursing practice. The case for today is my body stressed? A person says, I don't worry much about stress because I believe there's no such thing as a life without it. However, I do wonder, how can I tell if my body is actually stressed? It is unrealistic and perhaps even unwise to aspire to a life completely free of stress. Stress in moderate amounts plays a vital role in our growth, motivation, and resilience. The key is not to eliminate stress entirely, but to understand it, recognize its signals, and develop a healthy relationship with it. Stress is the body's response to any demand, emotional, mental, or physical, that exceeds its current ability to cope. It might be triggered by daily tasks, personal challenges, or even internal resistance to the present moment. There are two primary forms: eustress or positive stress. This type of stress energizes and motivates us. Think of the nervousness before a big presentation or the pressure that drives us to meet a deadline. Eustress can enhance performance and foster growth. This stress or chronic stress, on the other hand, happens when the worry and nervousness become persistent or overwhelming. And when that happens, it starts to negatively impact our physical and mental health. Modern research agrees that stress often arises not from events themselves, but from our resistance to them. This resistance might stem from a desire for things to be different than they are, dwelling on the past or fearing the future, the ego's constant need for control, comparison, and validation. When we live disconnected from the present moment, stress becomes a byproduct of our mind's struggle with what is. Many sources of stress originate from psychological time, that is, ruminating on the past or worrying about the future. In other words, stress is caused by being here but wanting to be there. True peace begins with accepting the present moment, even when it is uncomfortable. Surrender is not resignation, it is choosing to stop resisting reality. From this place of acceptance, our actions become more effective and grounded rather than reactive and chaotic. How can we recognize when our body is stressed? Even when we are not fully aware of it, our bodies often signal stress in subtle and not so subtle ways. These signs can be grouped into four main categories: physical, emotional, mental or cognitive, and behavioral signs. Physical signs include headaches or migraines, muscle tension, especially in the neck, shoulders, and jaw, persistent fatigue, sleep disturbances, either insomnia or unrefreshing sleep, digestive issues such as nausea, diarrhea, and constipation, heart palpitations or chest tightness, changes in appetite or weight, skin issues such as acne, eczema, and hair loss. Emotional signs include irritability, frustration or mood swings, constant anxiety or nervousness, feeling overwhelmed or unable to relax, emotional sensitivity or frequent crying, persistent sadness or hopelessness. Mental cognitive signs include difficulty concentrating or making decisions, racing thoughts or constant overthinking, poor memory, excessive worrying. Behavioral signs include avoiding responsibilities or daily tasks, social withdrawal, increased use of alcohol, tobacco, food, or technology, nervous habits such as nail biting, fidgeting, or pacing. What can we do about being or feeling stressed? The goal is not to eliminate stress, but to transform our relationship with it. The following are some evidence-based and practical strategies to manage stress more effectively. 1. Relaxation and nervous system regulation, including deep diaphragmatic breathing, such as inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and exhaling for 6 to 8 seconds. Mindfulness or meditation, such as sitting in stillness, breathing slowly and deeply, making an effort at letting go of any thoughts and being more in the present moment. Progressive muscle relaxation, such as tensing and releasing the body muscles progressively, in groups, starting with the head and ending with the toes, or vice versa. Yoga, Tai Chi, or Qigong, which combines movement, breath, and awareness. 2. Physical activity, including exercise regularly, doing 30 minutes a day of walking, swimming, dancing, etc. Move consciously, taking short breaks to stretch or walk, especially during sedentary work. 3. Cognitive and emotional strategies, including cognitive restructuring, such as challenging distorted thoughts, journaling, such as reflecting on stressors, reactions, and solutions, mental boundaries, such as leaving work at work, protecting our personal time. 4. Time and task management, including prioritizing tasks, using time management, prioritizing tasks based on their urgency and importance, breaking tasks down, tackling things one step at a time, avoiding multitasking, focusing fully on one task at a time, scheduling breaks, resting is productivity enhancing. 5. Social and emotional support, including connecting with trusted people, talking through stressful situations with friends and loved ones can be an effective way to relieve stress and support mental well-being. Engaging in community or social events, even when we do not feel like it. Seeking personal help, cognitive behavioral therapy, or other therapeutic modalities can be highly effective. 6. Healthy lifestyle habits, including eating mindfully, avoiding excessive sugar, caffeine, or alcohol, sleeping well, aiming for 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep, unplugging regularly, limiting screening time, especially before bed. 7. Spiritual and meaningful practices, including engaging in prayer, meditation, or spiritual reflection, volunteering or help otherwise, building a sense of purpose and perspective, reconnecting with our values, reflecting on what truly matters to us. Stress is not just a modern-day nuisance. It is a message. It invites us to pause, reconnect with the present, and align our lives with what truly nourishes us. While there is no such thing as life without stress, and while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can always choose how to respond. By cultivating awareness, acceptance, and presence, we shift from being driven by stress to dancing with life, even in its most uncertain moments. May the inner peace we cultivate today expand and guide us always. Until next time.